don't know me, I'm Kim Driscoll, I'm the mayor of Salem, and it's great to be here on a really warm temperature and in our hearts, right? Warm Friday afternoon. I can't thank everyone enough for being here and participating and helping us kick off lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender. It's a lot easier to say LGBT, don't you think? Pride Month here in the city of Salem. We are so proud to be here with all of you, but most importantly to be such an inclusive community, and this is just one of the ways that we can help demonstrate that together. And I think that's what really one of Salem's strengths is, that we work so well together. I want to acknowledge some of the community groups who are here and help sponsor and promote today's event, including Go Out Loud. I saw Kevin and Chris earlier. They're here, all right? The North Shore Alliance for Gay, Lesbian, Bisexual, and Transgender Youth, known as NAGLY. We have a number of student advocates and others. North Shore Elder Services, I saw Paul Lanzikos and the Over the Rainbow Coalition. Thanks for all you're doing. North Shore Pride Incorporated, I know Hope is here and all the organizers that put that wonderful event together for us. Parents United of Salem, the Salem Award Foundation, our annual event to really recognize social justice and human rights, and also the Salem No Place for Hate Committee. I also want to recognize a number of elected officials who are here, some of whom will be speaking. Congressman John Tierney, it's great to have you here, back from Washington. A number of our city councilors are here. Bob McCarthy from Ward 1, Councilor Josh Turiel from Ward 5, Councilor Joe O'Keefe from Ward 7, Councilor Bill Legault, and our at-large city councilor here as well. And I saw school committee member Brendan Walsh here as well. So thank you for being here. I want to recognize Kim Emmerling, our veterans agent, who helped us tremendously with pulling this event together. And he's the steward of Riley Plaza, so I want to thank him for his help. And Dr. Stephen Russell, our school superintendent, is here as well. Thank you. And certainly last but not least, Gary. Fifi, just amazing for all the work she's doing in our community, not just around the Over the Rainbow Coalition, the Pride Parade last year, our opportunity to be much more inclusive, but so much more beyond that. Volunteering at a number of events. I don't know what we would do without you, but thank you so much for not only bringing all these rainbow flags here and donating them, but to Danvers, to Beverly, to Gloucester just earlier today. We are super excited about today, but even more excited that on June 29th, we'll be hosting the second annual North Shore Pride Parade right here in Salem. We're going to really pull out the stops. We're going to have these flags up. We're going to have rainbow stripes going down some of the streets. We really want to make sure that this event continues to be a source of pride for you and for our entire community. And I can't say enough about Hope Watbucci and the wonderful corps of volunteers that are working with her. I saw Thomas. I saw a number of folks. Hope is over there. So even bigger and better parade this year for sure. And I know I mentioned Kevin and Chris earlier, but later tonight, this isn't just over today, okay? 8 o'clock, I know we've got the big event happening down at Vic's to help kick off this whole month-long activities. We're competing with the fire truck, which is nothing new in Salem. We can get louder than that, you're right. So just briefly, I'm really pleased at how far Salem has come. I mean, given our history, to be able to be such an inclusive community in a place that we know everybody can call home and really feel safe about it. And despite what we see happening here, I know we have a lot of work to do, just not only in Salem, but around the country, to get rid of DOMA, the Defensive Marriage Act, to make sure folks who are married have the same rights and benefits, and a lot of the discrimination. Those are actions that we still need to take. And I think we're a community that stands up for that. We've got a congressman that stands up for that, even more importantly. And I think one last bit of symbolism. We're here in Riley Plaza. For those of you who don't know, Riley Plaza is named in honor of Salem's first and only Congressional Medal of Honor winner, John Philip Riley. I think it's important to reflect on how far the military's come, recently repealing Don't Ask, Don't Tell. And as we stand here in a very proud place for veterans to recognize that even that old military, a bureaucrat that it can be, as bureaucratic as it can be, it's made changes, and it gives us a lot of hope for the rest of the country as well. And with that, as mayor, it's certainly my honor and privilege to recognize the congressman who not only is here today, but grew up here in Salem and has been a great friend for all of us. An opportunity to ask him to say a few words and join us here this afternoon. And he's picking up things to help me. Thank you.
Thank you, man. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. You all didn't get the memo that you're supposed to wear your suit and tie. Yeah. Thomas and Bill got it. We're the only ones in the whole crowd on that. Look, I'm just happy to be here, and I have the memo from the mayor to make this very brief, so I'll do that. But look, as we go across the country, this country is moving glacially, but moving still toward equal rights. The Commonwealth of Massachusetts is ahead of the rest of the country. The 6th district is ahead of most people in Massachusetts, and Salem is in the lead. Salem is in the lead with Crimson Pride and equal rights. And for that, every member of this community is proud. Every member of this community is just happy that we have occasion to stand up and shout it out loud. And we're going to be doing that all month. I look forward to celebrating as many events as we can and being there for you. We are, as the mayor said, working against a pretty tough current down in Washington, but we will keep working. Ender is next. The Supreme Court is going to do the right thing, we hope, on DOMA. And we'll just keep moving on until every American has the rights of every other American, and we can go forward truly as one nation. Thank you all very much.
Thanks, John. It's great to have you here. And John and I are both very proud alums of Salem State University. The university was a college when we were there. It's recently moved up into the university world, and they do so much for our community in so many different ways. We're really pleased that President Meservey could join us today, and if you'd like to offer a few remarks, we'd love to have you.
I am delighted to be here. Is there a better city that you could have a university than Salem?
No
Just
way!
a fabulous opportunity. As we bring students here, seeing the wonderful participation that is involved in this entire city around important issues, such as we're addressing today, and being able to celebrate LGBT and being so proud of the individuals that are part of our community. So it is just wonderful to bring students into the environment, to have them feel comfortable in the new roles that they're taking as students. I love looking out in this group and seeing so many members of my faculty and staff and students that are participating, to have the 2 wonderful alum of the mayor and congressman that are participating in activities. We're proud to be part of this community and look forward to celebrating all month with you. Thank you. Oh, Adria. Oh, I have to call Adria up. This is Vanna Adria Leach. Our new logo, proud to be you, Salem State.
That is the best. So how lucky are we to have a university in the city that's got such a great president? Thanks, Dr. Meservey, for being here. So I have the distinct pleasure of introducing Gigi, and she really needs no introduction, but I don't know that we'd be in the position that we're in if it weren't for you. All the work you've done, not only donating flags, bringing our community together, helping initiate so much, not only in Salem, but again, across the North Shore. As soon as earlier today, it was in Gloucester, but Beverly and Danvers, starting some terrific traditions. It's one of the reasons I was very proud to be able to crown you queen last year at the first North Shore Pride Parade. But it's not just about what you're doing for this community, but for our community. Thank you so much for being here. And please, Ann! All right. I've got 2 things I need to do as part of this effort of introducing you. One is to recognize you officially on behalf of the City of Salem as the Queen of the City of Salem. We couldn't have a better LGBT representative and somebody who's a strong advocate working for us. And I also want to recognize Senator Lovely, who couldn't be here. Senator Joan Lovely, our new state senator, who sends a proclamation for all the work you've done with the Over the Rainbow Coalition, and really wants to recognize just the tremendous attention to detail that you've paid, and a wonderful way to make introductions in communities and make sure that everybody feels welcome. And with that, Gigi, thank you.
So we can't keep it long. Let's keep it short and sweet. That's how things should be all the time in life. Short and sweet, and everybody happy. I do want to reach out to North Shore Pride this year and welcome them to the City of Salem. Lisa and Hope. And to Dan Sousa with Eastern Bank, representing Eastern Bank, that helped us get the grant money for last year and helped us get the grant money for this year. Now, as Kim said, today was 11 o'clock today. I got a phone call saying that Gloucester, Massachusetts went ahead and agreed to hang our 2 gay flags that I sent up to them with a pack of letters that I have incorporated over the last 4 years, and mainly within the last 2 years, to make everything legit. So we are making a statement in the North Shore, but it all started right here in this little community called Salem, Massachusetts. And since I started with the Imperial Court of Massachusetts last year, as Mayor Kim Driscoll gave me the title of the Queen of Salem, they were all floored. They couldn't believe it, that a mayor put a guy in a dress and named her the Queen of Salem. Yeah, and 4-inch heels. But I'll tell you what, since I've been on Facebook, I have gathered 837 friends that I never knew I had. But within that 837 friends that I do now have, and I'm kind of like a foster child, foster parent to the children that are on there, communicating with me, and there's a lot. I answer a lot of questions. I direct people to different places. I try to help everybody out. Nagley, everybody. And it's gotten us to this point right now to where I went to New York this winter, to a function called the Night of 1,000 Gowns, which does fundraisings for World AIDS within the New York City area. So not only do they know of me in New York, they know of me in Montreal, Quebec, Portland, Oregon, Utah, Kentucky. This weekend they're having their coronation. Atlanta, New York, DC, Washington, Virginia, Fairfax, California, did I say that? And all the way down to New Orleans. So they know about Gigi, but they also know about the city of Salem. I don't. So without anything else, I'm going to introduce you to our pastor, who is a dear friend of mine. They're newly located here to the city of Salem, but he's also at BU in Boston. He came here for a job. They're going to be my new neighbors, him and his wife. And he's going to say a prayer. Then after the prayer, we'll raise the flags, and then we'll have the song to end the night. And then we can go to Dick's Boathouse and have a party and have dinner. So it is with my pleasure to introduce somebody new to our community, him and his wife, David and Debbie Weekly.
Thank you. Thank you, Gigi, and thank you, Mayor Driscoll. I'd just like to offer a blessing of the flags. If you just join with me in the spirit of prayer. Holy Creator of life and love, as we gather to celebrate this season of pride and the beautiful diversity of creation that's expressed within the lesbian, gay, transgender, bisexual, intersex, and queer-identified communities, we acknowledge today and renew our mutual lives that ultimately are lived as one community on this earth. We raise the rainbow flags and affirm our commitment to one another and to your creation, sharing common dreams, hopes, and ideals for a world in which every person is respected, honored, and encouraged to become all that they are created to be. Help us and give us strength to resist any policies and fears that work to pull us apart. Today, we place our hope in the ancient promise revealed in the rainbow that whatever is begun in love here on this earth will blossom and bear fruit in the fullness of time. And so with great joy and hope, we raise these flags as a symbol of our profound reverence for diversity and truth, and as a shield against all forms of enslavement and oppression. May the hope that we share here today always illuminate and inform our decisions and our actions in the future. Amen. Amen.
So now if we can do one flag at a time, and we'll start with the Chamber of Commerce with Renus and Matt. And then we'll go to the right, one at a time.
Good job, Kevin.
I want to thank you. And there's one little person that I want to bring up here that I met this last year. His name's Ryder. This past January, I was invited to be a hostess at the Transgender Conference in Peabody. We did GSA students with us, with Allie. You can come up too, please. She is his chaperone, his mentor. He's from Ipswich High School. He's one of several GSA students that are there with us, working with us, and we're mentors to them, even though we wear a dress. They really believe in us, and I believe in them. And last year in January, we got Ryder a scholarship to come to the Transgender Conference. And yesterday, when I was in Danvers downtown, I had a junior getting ready to go into high school, a girl. We were hanging the flags downtown Danvers with Wayne Markey, the town manager, and the diversity committee. And a little girl and her mother came up to me, and the mother came up to me and says, "What's going on with rainbow flags?" My daughter saw the flags and she wanted me to stop. So she stopped, she came up to me and she says, "What's going on?" I said, "Well, we're hanging the rainbow flags for the diversity committee for the town of Danvers." And she said, "Well, my daughter is in the car, she wants to meet you. She already knows that she is gay. She wants everybody to know at her school that she is, and she's proud of it. And nothing's gonna turn her ideas any other way." And the fact that she reached out to her mother to make her mother and her family help her through this whole process. When I got to meet her and kiss her and give her a shake and tell her she's on the right road and not to worry about anything. And actually, she's here tonight. Rachel. She's probably gonna kill me because I'm singling her out, but I'll tell you, she made mine. This is Mayor Kim Driscoll, Rachel. And this is her mother. Oh, so she's not a junior. Oh my goodness. So it made all of this worthwhile, everything that we've been doing in the North Shore and everything else. So this is why I'm doing it. I'm not doing it for anything else other than to bring the community together, which I think we did that. And we're on a good road to a better future. So without anything else, I want to leave you with this song sung by Karen Grenier, who I met this last 2 Saturdays ago at Salem Access TV at a program called Gasworks. Sarah was here tonight to raise one of the flags with her husband. And I was on the show and Karen was too, and she sung this wonderful song called It Gets Better. If you listen to the words, we'll end on that note tonight. And I just wanted to thank everybody here that believed in me for this last year to do something right. And thank you, Kim.
Thank you.
And thank you, Ryder. And thank you, Rachel. You made it all worthwhile.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is called It Gets Better, and it gets better because we make it better. Okay? And that's our challenge. Let's keep on doing it and let's keep on working. From Birmingham to New York City, from California to the Cape Cod sands, there are voices that are rising above the clamor of the band, singing songs of strength and courage and of hope, to understand that it gets better, so much better, when we reach out and take a hand, look around in the faces of the people, young and old, see beyond, look inside them, there's a story to be told. Listen well, hear their struggle, open your hearts to their pain. Let them know they are precious, but deep inside we're all the same. Be their song of hope and freedom, give them the strength to be real, make it better, so much better, and their wounds surely heal. For we are our brother's keeper, the answered prayer from above. It don't matter what you look like, it doesn't matter who you love. I will reach out, I will honor who you were meant to be, and it gets better, so much better. Be who you are and be free. I will reach out, I will honor who I was meant to be, and it gets better, so much better, in the land of the free.
Wasn't that great? And you can get that. How can they get that?
CDs in the car, and you can get it on iTunes.
On iTunes. So she's a pretty popular girl herself. She works down in P-Town. She goes all the way up to Gunkwood too. So she has a Facebook page. You can get in touch with her there. There's one last person that I do really want to recognize. It's somebody that is going through a lot of things herself personally, but she always had time for me whenever I asked for somebody to help me out. It's actually two people. One of them is Lily Ponticelli right here, who sits on the board for Independent Living Center with Mary Margaret Moore. She's down in the Cape. She sends her love, but she's sorry she's not here tonight. And her other director here of one of the boards is Ollie Samantha. She's also our connection with the GSA students up in Ipswich. And she is the person who sent the letters that I gave her a package to Gloucester. Between her, me, Mary Margaret Moore, Lily, Independent Living Center, that's how Gloucester ended up happening today. And Allie took the flags up there. And one little last story. Allie works for a company. They took and honored Allie with a flag pole put in the ground in Newburyport a couple weeks ago just to hold the gay flag. And on the 12th, they're going to raise the flags up there. So I can't ask for a better turnout to each and every one of you. Hi, Heidi, Lisa, Grace, Peter, Paul and Zickles, and Kim and Renas and Salem State. I thank you so much. And let's have a good month. Be safe, have fun, and definitely be proud of who you are.
All right, so see everybody June 29th for the Pride Parade, if not before that.